What does it mean to be wealthy in America today? Well, traditionally, wealth has been defined as an abundance of valuable possessions or money. It's the state of being rich, where rich is a term that itself carries a broad spectrum of definitions. But over the years, our perception of wealth has evolved. Wealth is no longer just about having a hefty bank account or owning a mansion. It's about financial stability, freedom, and the ability to live life on your own terms. It's about being able to afford the necessities and luxuries, sure, but it's also about having the resources to grow, to invest, and to safeguard oneself against unforeseen circumstances. In the modern world, wealth has become a relative concept, varying widely based on factors like location, lifestyle, and personal aspirations. So, when we talk about being wealthy, we are talking about a lot more than just dollars and cents. So let's dive into the numbers and see what wealth really means. In America, just like anywhere else, wealth is not distributed evenly. To understand this, let's delve into the different social classes that exist in the United States. These classes are often categorized into three main groups: the lower class, the middle class, and the upper class. The lower class, also known as the working class, typically includes those who earn less than $30,000 a year. This class often struggles with financial stability due to low-income jobs and lack of access to resources. The middle class, often considered the backbone of America, earns between $30,000 and $100,000 a year. They usually hold steady jobs, own homes, and can afford a comfortable lifestyle. The upper class, the smallest but wealthiest group, earns over $100,000 a year. They enjoy a high standard of living, with access to the best education, healthcare, and other amenities that money can buy. Now you might be wondering, how do we calculate net worth? Well, net worth is the total value of everything you own, minus what you owe. So if you own a $200,000 home, have $50,000 in your bank account, and owe $60,000 on your mortgage, your net worth would be $190,000. However, it's important to note that income alone does not define these classes. Factors such as education, occupation, and wealth also play a significant role. For instance, a highly educated individual working in a prestigious profession may still fall into the middle class if their net worth is not significantly high. Interestingly, while these income brackets may seem straightforward, the lines between classes can often blur. For instance, a family earning just over $100,000 a year may not feel upper class due to high living costs or debt. As we can see, wealth in America is far from evenly distributed. It's a complex tapestry woven by income, net worth, education, and occupation. And as we move forward, we'll delve deeper into how wealth is spread across these classes. Stay tuned. Now, let's talk about the lower class. What does wealth look like for them? When we speak of the lower class, we're referring to a segment of the population that often struggles to meet basic needs. They often live paycheck to paycheck with little to no savings to fall back on. For them, the concept of wealth might seem distant and unattainable. But what does the financial picture actually look like for this class? The average net worth of the lower class is difficult to pinpoint because it's largely influenced by a wide range of factors. These include income, debts, and assets. However, it's generally agreed upon that, in the United States, the lower class typically has a net worth that falls below $30,000. Now, this figure might sound surprising, but when we break down the factors that contribute to this, it becomes clearer. The lower class is often characterized by low income levels. This makes it challenging to save and invest, which are two key elements of building wealth. Adding to this, they often face a higher debt burden. This can stem from a variety of sources such as student loans, medical bills, or credit card debt. These debts, coupled with the struggle to make ends meet, often leave little room for wealth accumulation. Furthermore, the assets owned by the lower class are typically limited and depreciating in nature. For instance, a car that loses value over time or a rented apartment that doesn't contribute to their net worth. But it's not all doom and gloom. Despite these challenges, many individuals in the lower class continue to strive for financial stability and ultimately, wealth. They do this through education, entrepreneurship, or climbing the corporate ladder. However, the harsh reality remains. For the lower class, the journey to wealth is a steep uphill climb, fraught with obstacles and setbacks. Yet, it's important to remember that wealth is not just about the balance in one's bank account. It's about financial security, opportunity, and the freedom to make choices. It's clear that for the lower class, wealth is often just a dream. Moving up the ladder, we come to the middle class. How does their wealth compare? When we talk about the middle class, we're typically referring to a broad swath of society, sandwiched between the lower and upper classes. Their financial situation is a mixed bag, influenced by a variety of factors: education, occupation, and location, to name a few. The average net worth of a middle-class household in the United States can be a bit tricky to pin down. That's because middle class is such a broad term, encompassing a wide range of incomes and net worths. However, a middle-class household typically has a net worth somewhere between $100,000 to $500,000. Now, what contributes to this financial situation? Well, there are a few key factors. First off, education plays a significant role. Middle-class individuals often possess a higher level of education, which can lead to better job opportunities and higher salaries. This, in turn, allows them to accumulate more wealth over time. Occupation is another important factor. Middle-class individuals often work in professional or managerial roles, which tend to pay more than jobs in the service industry or manual labor. This higher income allows them to save and invest more, contributing to their wealth. Location also plays a role. Living in an area with a high cost of living can eat into your wealth, even if you're earning a good salary. On the other hand, living in a more affordable area can help your wealth grow. However, it's important to remember that for many in the middle class, wealth accumulation is still a struggle. They may be better off than the lower class, but they're often still living paycheck to paycheck, with little left over for savings or investments. They may also have significant debt, such as student loans or mortgages, which can eat into their net worth. So for the middle class, wealth may be more attainable, but it's still a struggle. Finally, we reach the upper class. What does wealth look like for them? When it comes to the upper class, we are dealing with a different ballpark entirely. The average net worth for this group is a staggering $25 million and above. Yes, you heard that right, $25 million. But how does this wealth accumulate? Let's find out. The wealth of the upper class is primarily built through high-paying jobs, successful businesses, and savvy investments. These wealth generators are often backed by a solid education from prestigious institutions, which opens doors to high-powered careers in law, medicine, finance, and entrepreneurship, amongst others. But let's not forget about inheritance. Inheritance plays a significant role in maintaining the wealth of the upper class. It's not just about passing down money, but also assets like real estate, stocks, and businesses. This intergenerational wealth transfer ensures that the financial status of the upper class remains stable or even grows over time. Now, let's talk about investments. The upper class doesn't just park their money in a savings account. They diversify their portfolios with stocks, bonds, real estate, and often venture capital. They are not afraid to take calculated risks, and these risks often come with high rewards. Moreover, the upper class has access to financial advisors and wealth management services, which help them make informed decisions about their money. This expert advice allows them to maximize their wealth and mitigate any potential financial risks. Wealth in the upper class is not just about having a lot of money. It's about the freedom to live life on one's own terms, to pursue passions without financial constraints, and to make a significant impact on society through philanthropy. So, how does the upper class view wealth? For them, wealth is not just about the accumulation of money. It's about the accumulation of opportunities, experiences, and the ability to shape the world around them. For the upper class, wealth is not just a reality, but a way of life. So, what have we learned about wealth in America? We've journeyed through the intricate landscape of wealth, exploring its varying definitions and its manifestation across different social classes. In the lower class, wealth might be viewed as a state of financial stability, the ability to meet basic needs without the constant shadow of uncertainty. For the middle class, wealth often translates into homeownership, a stable job, and perhaps college education for the kids. Then we have the upper class, where wealth takes on a whole new dimension. Here, it's about amassing assets, investments, and perhaps even a bit of influence. The disparity between these classes is stark, illustrating how social class plays a significant role in shaping one's perception of wealth. Wealth, it seems, is a complex and multifaceted concept. It's not just about money, but about opportunity, security, and lifestyle. And in America, it's clear that your social class plays a major role in determining your wealth.